Yeah. All right. We are live and on the air. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Let's try that again. We are now live and on the air. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir tout le monde et bienvenue. Once again, backed by popular demand, it's time for the AREG Net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is VA3CJZ opening the Amateur Radio Exchange Group for Wednesday, May 20th, 2026. My name is Chuck, and my station is located in Hamilton, Ontario. That's at the western tip of Lake Ontario, and we meet here every Wednesday evening between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on 146.430 megahertz. And let's see now. And since this is a simplex net, not everyone will be able to hear everyone else. So I also live stream the net on YouTube so people who tune in will be able to hear stations that they can't hear on their radio, hear how they sound on the air, see their signal strength, as well as see my station layout. Just type my call into the YouTube search, again, VA3CJZ, that's my YouTube channel, and click on the live button. You can follow along there. Tonight we are at week 1705. That is 1705 weeks that AREG has been on the air. That's well over 32 years and 6 months. And finally, I'd like to congratulate all the newly licensed hams and welcome you to the hobby, as well as returning hams who have taken a break. And then I'd like to ask finally that you please leave a 1 second delay between transmissions to allow others to break in. With that, do we have any time sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations who would like to check in now or any quick one and done? Please come now. All right, nothing heard. Let's open up the net to anyone and everyone with a valid license. Please check in now. Oh, I forgot to change that.
V3, LBI.
All right. Okay, I got VE3BNW and VE3LBI. Let's start with Bill, VE3BNW. What's happening? Bill, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and hello, awesome frequency. Yeah, just the shack here. This week I decided to, I was gifted a G5 RV, basically a home-built one. And so I got that up and running just before the storm, actually, yesterday. And watched it with bated breath, and it stayed up there. And it's usually working fairly well. I'm doing mostly... I think furthest, I almost got Australia. I got just shy of Australia by New Zealand, and just Netherlands just now. And another rabbit hole I went down is, I think I was talking to, I forget the gentleman's name last week, regarding a mesh core. Well, I took a couple of my LoRa units and made a repeater and a regular companion. Now I'm down that rabbit hole. Get that up and running. Lots of fun.
That's the best time to put up an antenna is right before or during a storm. Geez. So, yeah. So is that the one that goes to 40 meters or does 10 to 80 meters?
And he's got 100 some odd feet aside. No, sorry, 50 feet aside, 50 and some odd feet
Okay.
aside. So yeah, it's I got a couple of things in the way, so it does affect the match. But so far, without a tuner, it's flat on 80, and about 2 to 1 on 40, and on 20,
Hey,
it's
Albert.
about 3 to 1 because there's some interference with my cable from coax from my internet. I'm trying to figure out how to get around that. But other than that, it's for 40 and 80 seater really well. It's somewhat rested on 160 too. So.
Oh, really, eh? That's great. So I just put up a brand new one just over the weekend, also, and of course the band conditions sucked. So I didn't get to put it up in a storm like you, but mine's actually fairly easy. It's all done with pulley and ropes, and manual labor is very minimal. And the only climbing I did was on a step ladder, and it's all good. So yeah, right on, very good. And yeah, I didn't check what the match is on direct on any of the bands, but I'm able to tune up from 80 all the way to 6 meters on the same antenna. So woohoo! Uh, very happy about that. All right, Bill. Anything else before I pick up Larry?
About it. Just having fun with that. I'll probably do some more work on it. But yeah, I know what you mean by the bands die. I figured my long wires seem to be working better, but it turned out to be the bands are dead. But then the storm came through. That's working out good today. I mean, all over the place with it. That's about it for now, Chuck. Talk to you in a bit. I'll be listening. The E3W.
Okay, very good, Bill. All right, so now let's bring in Larry, VE3 Lima Bravo, India. Larry, come on in. How was your weekend?
It was good. Good weekend. Warm. You also got a party in there from Liverpool that's checked in on the YouTube stream there, Chuck. So may want to give him a wave.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
sir.
warm.
Hello,
Temperature dropped
Dean
down.
from
Storm came
Liverpool.
through really quick. Did not last as long as they expected. It was in and out in no time. So no damage up here. I don't know whether you looked on the Discord site. Vanya had quite a large tree come down. Don't know how much damage. He hasn't really
Oh,
reported back anything. He said his antenna stayed up, but the coax took a little beating. Other than that, haven't done too much today. No radio really at all. We were out doing some little bit of shopping. Had to pick up some stuff for the dog and a couple of odds and ends. So I will be in and out. I'm helping her outside for a few minutes, so I'll be listening along when I get back.
oh, okay, Larry, very good. And yeah, that's too bad. I hope Vanya didn't sustain too much damage. But he's got firewood now, so well, maybe in the fall it might be ready. You got to season the wood. Anyhow, okay, Larry, thanks for checking in, and let us know when you get back.
I will. All right. Thanks, Chuck. I'll pass it back to you. VE3LBA, clear.
All right, before I do another call out, I want to say hi to everybody who tuned in on YouTube. And of course, Larry is one of them, VE3LBI. And then we've got Wade, our local amateur radio examiner, VA3NCA. And Dean, 1979, Deanie, 1979. Hello from Liverpool in England. Nice flag. I like that. And we have Albert, VA3 Bravo Tango, checking in from Barrie. You know, I saw a video on Instagram, and it showed well, it had the audio of the tornado sirens going off in London, Ontario, I think it was, and the view they were showing on video was uh, quite wild. The rain was coming down sideways. And so it was doing that here yesterday for about maybe 5 minutes, hot and heavy. I opened up the front door and we have a full covered porch with a roof over it. And, uh, and then it started raining on me inside in the door frame. So I said, oh, okay. So I had to close the door and, yeah, pretty heavy there. All right. So with that, let's see, who else would like to check it? Oh, I forgot Neil. VE3KDT is also in there, and Guy from Ottawa. Hello, everyone. So, who else would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
Mike, Quebec.
PA3NCA.
VA3WPG.
VA3RUA.
Victor Alpha 3, India, Mike Whiskey / Whiskey 8. No. No, I'm home.
All right. First of all, welcome back, Mac. Can't wait to hear all about your trip. So I heard KMQ, NCA, WPG, Romeo Uniform Alpha, and then after that there was a very, very weak station. I could not make it out. And then I heard Mac. So does anybody know who that station was? All right, that station in the distance trying to check in. Try it one more time.
Victor Alpha 3, Tango Delta Echo.
Okay. Victor Alpha 3 Tango Delta Echo. I'm going to need a relay from Mac VA3IMW. I believe that's Tio out in Burlington there. Can you relay, please?
Can do. That's why they call me the man on the mountain. Victor Alpha 3, Tango Delta Echo. This is Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey on behalf of Net Control. He's having a little bit of a tough time hearing you, so bring it in. What do you got for the net tonight, my friend? All right, well, Theodore, thank you for checking in. This is a simplex net, so there is no repeater, but I've got you at an S9 on the edge of the escarpment on the West Mountain. So the UV25R, you said, seems to be doing an okay job. Chuck, VA3CJZ, situated in the lower city, did not have a copy on you. So feel free to follow along, and we'll call you back in your turn if you're able to stick around. Back to you. No problem. We're here to help, and that's the theme of a simplex net. Not everybody can hear everybody, so relays are the norm. Anyways, there you go. So he's got no further traffic for you, Chuck, but he's testing out a new radio and see how the legs are working on it. So probably 5 watts from Burlington. It's okay for me, but maybe not for everybody. But there you go, Chuck. I'll turn it back to you.
Okay, very good, Mac. Thank you for that relay. And Tio, if you're like to be called, it looks like. Welcome to the AREG net. You can also follow along on YouTube if you have a laptop, tablet, or what have you, phone. Just go to YouTube and type in VA3 CJZ. VA3 CJZ is my YouTube channel, and click on the live button and you can follow along there. And we have a couple more actually that have checked into the YouTube live stream. And we've got Steve up on the edge of the escarpment, Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. And good evening to Matt. VE3 Sierra Mike November, back from his long weekend. Hopefully, he'll be joining me on the radio. He's busy at the moment. So, cutting the lawn. Yes, yes, I'm sure there's a lot of that. Okay, very good then, Mac. Thank you. So let's go to, and thank you, Tio. And maybe if you can get higher up or face where I'm located, just east of downtown Hamilton, that'd be great. Go up on the roof. Okay, with that, let's go and say hi to Mike in Burlington, VE3 Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Yeah, VA3CJZ, VE3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck, and everybody else on the net this evening. Hope you and everybody else are doing well. Doing okay myself, and by the way, Tio, I'm over in Aldershot, west side of Burlington, and you're an S8 here, so good copy on you. Yeah, just not an awful lot going on. People speaking about the storm. I heard the alerts, and then the next thing I heard is the alert was canceled. But by and large, we didn't get anything here in where I am. I think there's some rain, but maybe a little bit of wind. But I didn't even notice it being in the house. So I guess we lucked out. But I do hear the folks in London and points around there had got walloped pretty good. I think they had 80 kilometer an hour winds. So it's uprooting some trees and that type of thing. Not too good. For myself, this past week, been enjoying the hockey games with the Canadians playing, and fortunately they made it. It went right down to the wire, as many probably know who were watching or heard. But good hockey, obviously, come playoff season, and there's a lot, I guess, in the area who also maybe cheer for Buffalo. And I thought if Montreal should lose, I'm putting my support behind Buffalo because they are basically neighbors, and they've got a lot of good fans who support that team. So they didn't make it this year, but maybe next. But I am glad the Canadians won, and moving on to, I guess it's Carolina. As I said, not an awful lot going on here. Chuck, I did manage to get the lawn cut for the second time this season, and I did that in preparation.
Second time in a
I'm
week.
going away for a week this upcoming week. So I wanted to get that in. So anyway, with that, back to you, Chuck. V3KMQ.
Mike, some people it's twice a week at this stage of the game there. Geez, it grows back fast. You can cut your lawn tonight or today and go to bed and wake up, you'll see fresh new dandelions pop up. So, yeah, very good. I'm sure I heard a lot of lawnmowers going off over the weekend. And yeah, where I live, Mike, like I said, I knew it was coming, and plus we got the alert on my phone right at 7 p.m. and decided to go look at both out the back door and out the front door, and opened up the front door, and it was just starting to rain so lightly, and then it came down in sheets for, like I said, about 5 minutes there, and then moved on. So it was a good test for my brand new G5 RV that I just installed over the weekend. And I was praying my brand new antenna would hold up, and it did. And so, good thing I invested in another 100 feet of Dacron rope. I love that stuff. And I think that's about it there, Mike. Anything else before I move along?
No, not anything new, but yeah, just a comment on the Dacron. That's really good stuff. You're right. I've used it, and I've still got quite a bit that I've either had up in the past, and I excuse me, needed to change some things. So I've got lengths available to me that are still in pretty decent shape, even though they've seen some weather. They do last, and I've also had experience with other different types of materials, and they don't. But I've had no disasters, so that's a good thing. Anyway, Chuck, thank you for picking me up. I know you got a long list there, so I'm not going to hold it. And anyway, thanks for doing the nets, and we'll catch you next time. VA3CJZ, V3KMQ, 73.
All right, Mike, and don't forget water damage. There's always that, before in the house we lived in before here, for the first few years, we had water in the basement every single time it rained, and then finally they put in weeping tiles, dug around the house and did it properly, and no more. But we sure lost a lot of stuff, and of course it was way too close to the what do they call that? Uh, uh, the deductible. That's the word I'm looking for. And so we never claimed it, right? Because you claim something, even if it's for a small amount, your rates go up through the roof for the next 3 to 5 years. So we would absorb the cost. So there's always water damage to be aware of. We ended up putting stuff on 2x4s or makeshift pallets off the ground. Okay, Mike, thank you so much for checking in. Do appreciate it. You take care and have a great rest of the week. And before I pick up Wade, hello to Chris that just tuned in on YouTube. Chris Chovaz. I'm not sure if you have a call sign, but hello and welcome. With that, let's bring in Wade, VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
So VA3CJZ, VA3NCA, good evening there, Chuck, and good evening everybody on net. Shaping up to be quite the crowd. A very good turnout. And looks like Chris is licensed Victor Alpha 3CKZ. Good to see you there, Chris. Welcome to the AREG. And that was some storm. And I got to say, my Android device lit up. I had about. Well, I stopped counting. I just started clicking OK. In rapid succession, I think I had well over 15. Some of them were like 1 of 6, and I'd say OK. I would count down until they cleared, and then 10 minutes later I'd get another batch of 3, and it just went on like that. Anyways, it did really come down, but thankfully it was short-lived, and there's no damage that we can tell around us, but the trees were really moving. A little bit of a mess with small branches coming out of the neighbor's big old tree, but that was easy to pick up. So I'm going to count my lucky stars for that, especially seeing Vanya's photos there. Glad nobody was hurt, and that it sounds like there might have been some small minor damage, but nothing as bad as it I guess could have been. So hopefully that's the case. Other than that, I hear you about the lawnmowers. I've cut the grass now once at the start of the weekend, and now we're not even halfway through the week, or we are halfway through the week, and it doesn't look like I did anything to it. So I did do the front again this morning, but the back I'm going to need to cut and bag because it's just too long to let it mulch. So that means I got to go out and get some bags to collect it, and so it's getting a little long again. But anyways, them's the breaks. Lots of other things to do in the meantime. So anyhow, let's see. That's about all I got for this round, but I am, of course, here for the duration. Thanks as always for doing it. I'll break to take a breath because I think I've had the foot pedal down for a while now. Back to you there, Chuck. BA3NC.
Oh, I forgot to put my timer on. But we don't need one here. I do think, though, that I set my radio for 5 minutes for the TOT. So we're good. I don't think I've ever reached 5 minutes. Not on this rig, anyways. So, okay. So what's the app that you're getting all these alerts from for the weather?
It's actually the local safety app. I didn't install it. It's the emergency. It's the thing when they broadcast an emergency out across the cell network. Somehow, I don't know if it's just me or if it's Rogers. I am on the Rogers network, and some of my kids are on the Bell network, and they got an alert, but it wasn't like 10 or 15 of them. So I don't know if it was network related. I don't know if it was some particular reason my phone did it, but it just lit up, and it was always the same message. Actually, half the time it was in English, half the time it was in French. But I can recognize enough French that it was the same message in both languages. But yeah, I guess it's better to get too many warnings about an incoming tornado than not enough, though.
Yeah, exactly. I know seeing that Instagram video there with the sirens going, tornado sirens, you know how they have them on towers? I think there's one up at Upper Wentworth, or there used to be, and now there's just satellite dishes on it. But I think it used to be an air raid or tornadoes. There's a siren, anyways. And but yeah, I've never heard one in person before. Never been in a city where one went off, so that's a good thing, I guess. Anyways, Wade, thank you so much for checking in. Let's see now. Oh yeah, don't forget to check the blades on your lawnmowers. And instead of spending hours or a long time sharpening your blades, there's a little hack you can use with uh, a sander or sorry, a grinder. And if you're skilled enough with the grinder, you can just go across the blade once or twice, and that's it. You're done. It doesn't take long, but you got to be careful, of course. Uh, those power tools have a lot of torque, and when they grab something the wrong way, you feel it. So be careful. All right, Wade, anything else?
No, just about the lawnmower stuff, though. Yeah, mine needs a bit of maintenance. I actually had it, a little lever that adjusts the height of the wheels. The back one broke off. And of course, nowadays they don't make any of these things modular. So to fix it, you have to replace the entire rear axle, and it's an old lawnmower, so finding that's going to be a pain. So I just took a
Yeah,
strap of aluminum that I had from one project or another. Drilled a couple holes in appropriate places, and I now have a fixed height lawnmower. So, well, actually, it's not quite fixed. It's semi-adjustable. I just need a screwdriver to adjust it. So, anyways, it's going to get the job done. But it wouldn't hurt if I went off and did a grind sharpening of the blades either. I haven't done that in a long time. So, good advice, and probably something I'm going to have to get to soon. Yeah, but it works for now. It's what does Red Green says if about duct tape, and if they don't find you handsome, at least find you handy.
that's right.
So I
That's
don't know.
right.
Anyways, take with that what you will. That's it for me. I will let you send it down the line to the folks behind me. Thanks for picking me up there, Chuck. VA3CJZ, VA3NCA.
That's right. That's right, Wade. Remember, folks, if the women don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy. Anyways, Wade, thank you for that, and I look forward to seeing uh, how many more answers you can get right on the trivia tonight. With that, let's bring in Chris now, VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. VA3 WPG. Actually, really, really funny that Wade just mentioned that you don't replace the piece, you replace the whole part now. That's kind of what I'm on about here.
Yeah.
So I got a question for the builders, the repairers, the junk collectors, or the tinkerers, or the pack rats. I am... We are in the day of replacing whole boards instead of parts. I have an old board I'm working on. I called a certain electronics store that I'm not going to name by name, but we know who they are, searching for an X-ray version of the part. They said they had the non-X-ray version of the part, and I get down there and they say, oh, we don't have that one, we have one below. I'll give the part numbers that I'm looking for in a minute, but the part they sold me has too high of a trigger. So the part number I'm wondering if anybody may have laying around is a Mike Oscar Charlie 3023 X-ray, a MOC 3023X. I called for that. they said they didn't have the X, but they had the 3023. So I go down there, they say, oh, we have the 3022. They said it's a direct drop-in replacement. So I say, okay, I'll get a couple of those, and I get home, and I look it up, says, because the ADJ FogHawks control circuit was engineered specifically to the output a low current signal tailored for the highly sensitive MOC3023. It probably only pushes 5 to 7 milliamps of current to the chip. If you drop an MOC3022 into that exact same circuit, the circuit will not provide enough of the 10 milliamps to light up the internal LED brightly enough to trigger the switch. So the 10 milliamp one is not going to work, so I am wondering if anybody has the 5 milliamp MOC3023X, and the other piece I am looking for to get this going is a triac by the number of Bravo Tango Echo, where did that go? BTE 134-500 Echo. A BTA a BTA 13. Jesus, is that a BT or BTA? BT 134-500E triac.
Okay, Chris, I believe Wade is asking what is the board you're working on? So, Wade, do you want to come in?
VA3 CJZ, VA3 NCA, and Chris there. Yeah, just curious what type of board you're working on. It sounds like the one is an opto-isolator, the other is a triac. Is it like a power board or something? I've had sometimes success getting like parts from eBay that were damaged just to harvest parts from. So if the board is available somewhere else, you might get spares and repairs style stuff. But what is it you're trying to fix?
Okay, I got the part number here. It's a BT 134-500E, first off. Number two, the board is for a 1,000 watt American DJ fog machine.
Okay, is it from the power supply section? It sounds like maybe an isolated power supply, or at least isolated feedback. Is that what it is?
Not quite sure on that yet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with them, but if it's part of the power supply, you might also be able to figure out what voltages it's generating, and even just replace it with a generic power supply that generates the same voltage and same current capacity, maybe. But just some thoughts. I can't say I have those particular chips in any of my junk drawers, but maybe somebody else does.
Yeah, there's actually two of those isolators on there. The one for the heater circuit seems to be good. It's the one for the pump when you push the button to get the fog to come out of it that's gone. I know the BTA 16 triac is gone. Those I already have parts for. I do have the parts on the way from AliExpress, but those won't be here until June. So just throwing a fishing line out there, seeing if anybody knows if those part numbers might sound familiar, and may have had those laying around. Not saying anyone has to go run through them now, go search, but if they happen to come across them, I'll make a mention for those part numbers on the net tomorrow, but I won't tie up too much of this net tonight. Thanks for the time. VA3 WPG.
VA3's WPG, VA3 NCA. Yeah, you had my second trick too, the AliExpress, but it is at the cost of a couple days. I did take a quick look. They both have what they claim are those exact chips on AliE, so that might be your best fallback. But good luck on the hunt otherwise, and yeah, I'll send it back to the group VA3 NCA.
They've already been ordered. Thanks.
Okay, very good then. Glad you got some help there, Chris. Check the YouTube stream. I believe we have Noel that's mentioning something. He says, could you not use the 10 milliamp to trigger a transistor or some other relay-like circuit? So that's his question. Um, so yeah, maybe join the chat and you guys can discuss that. And you could also type in your query in the Discord if you're part of our Discord group there, Chris, and you may get some more answers there. But for now, let's not keep the rest of the group waiting. Thank you for your check-in, Chris, and hope it all works out. So next, let's bring in Ray, Victor Alpha 3, Romeo Uniform Alpha. Ray, are you there?
VA3CJZ, VA3RUA, just listening along and testing out the antenna on a simplex. Had that last week, I believe.
Okay, well, I don't know if I've got some blockage happening, but I actually have a receive amp on so I can hear weak stations. I'm going to, when I unkey, I'll take the amp off, and when you come back, I'll be able to give you a proper signal report. But I'm getting you with a bit of static with the signal, so uh, come back. I'll give you a signal report, and then maybe we can get Mac, who's next up anyways, to give you a signal report from there. So go ahead there, Ray.
Okay, so I might need to raise the antenna up a little bit more, I'm guessing. I will recheck in a couple minutes.
Okay, so you barely made it to S2 on my meter, and of course that's why I use the amp, and then you come up to an S9. So, but with that, thanks, Ray, and sure, come back in a little bit. Just whenever there's a break in the transmission, just key up, and we'll do it again. But for now, let's bring in Mac, Mr. Holland, VA3 IMW or VE3UW.
Yeah, whatever you want to call me. He's a fool. Anyways, I'll get to that shortly. Ray, good signal from your station, 30 over S9, no problem whatsoever. So, we're your traveler. That's what I am. Let's say somewhere around 1,000 kilometers. No, wait a minute. No, 1,000 miles in a couple of days. So it kind of takes you takes it out of you. Anyways, Chuck, just to let you know, VA3 Victor X-Ray Tango is also listening along. He's got a good copy on you from Stony Creek, and perhaps you'll get a check-in from him in a little bit. What else is going on? I was kicking myself in the ass all the way down yesterday. I had great intents of setting up once I got to Holland, Michigan, and working one or more parks. And I had brought my radio, my battery. I even brought my mag
No
mount,
microphone.
and because that stuff, most of that stuff I got in the truck. But as I was loading up all the stuff from my own personal vehicle to the rental vehicle for the business trip,
Come on.
I missed the part where you have to take the ham sticks out of your own vehicle and put it in the rental so that you're firmly equipped to get on the air. So there I was with everything I needed except the ham sticks. So I did not get a chance to activate parks in Michigan, and obviously wasn't equipped to do the same when I got back over the border into Sarnia. So potentially it was going to be anywhere between 2 and 4 parks, and I am firmly disappointed in my my forgetfulness. Anyways, back home, safe and sound, none the worse for wear, and that's where I'm at.
Oh my gosh, Mac, I had to get up off the floor. That's a good one. I thought for sure you were going to say the microphone. You brought everything but the microphone, but yeah, no antenna. That works too. Oh well. It's kind of like when you go camping and either when you're on your way to your site or when you're at the site, you discover that you forgot something, sometimes more than one something. Uh, so you learn. Anyways, other than that, a successful trip there, Mac.
Oh yes, absolutely. Got checked into the hotel. Really didn't get lost. That's always a positive note. And the event, the capacity runoff went great. Um, if you know anything about stamping machines, they go up and down. They make a lot of noise. So we were sitting in one of the upstairs boardrooms, waiting for the time to go back down and take another cycle count and verify that everything was tickety-boo. And we were going to take our last our count at 5 minutes to 11, and that would have completed the runoff. And I mentioned to one of our hosts that the jungle beat had changed. So if you've ever been in a stamping plant, when all the presses are working, they're working with a different cadence. So in the background, you're going to hear a certain noise, right? When that noise changes, that means that something's happened. One of the presses has started up. You have additional noise, or a press that was running has shut down. And sure enough, promptly at 12 minutes to 11, when I noticed that the noise of the bang, bang, bang had changed, it was the press that we were monitoring that went down. So I was full of quips and queries, but I said, yeah, it seems like your press has got white coat syndrome or, performance anxiety. So capacity verification runs are prone to difficulties, and that's usually when things not expected to go wrong will go wrong, and we smile and we take it in stride. Anyways, that was the purpose of the visit. It went well, and glad to be back home. But yeah, this one goes down in history for I should have had a checklist or something like that. So yeah, next time I will be better prepared.
Uh, that was funny. White coat syndrome. I like that. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've heard people go, you know what? This shouldn't happen. This never happens. You're trying to show something, and next thing you know, it's failing, and it's like, what? I've never had this happen before. Kind of like when what is it, Skinwalker Ranch, and they'd bring in these specialized guys with lights that shoot up into the night sky, or they'd have drone swarms, and all of a sudden half of them would fall out of the sky, and they'd be like, "This has never ever happened anywhere except here on the Skinwalker Ranch." So yeah, I can see where you're coming from there, Mac. But anyways, glad you had a successful trip. Geez, that's short. That's a quick. Too bad you didn't have a chauffeur. But then again, it's nice to be in control.
Yeah, when it comes to traveling, I like to go at my own cadence. Somebody asked me about making arrangements to travel with the other guy that was going to be there today as well, because we had one of our corporate guys come down. Well, he comes from a different location, so he's housed out of Toronto. I'm coming in from Hamilton, the main office is in Guelph, and he was arranging to stay over and travel back tomorrow. Well, I had no use to hang around near Lake Michigan for an extra half a day or a full day, and also continue to kick my ass because I didn't have any antennas. Yeah. I mean, I'm still beside myself, sitting right here beside myself. Yeah, so we'll be much more prepared, like I said, for the next opportunity, and I won't have to admit that I'm an idiot, at least for this reason.
Oh, very good, Mac. Well, it happens. Uh, but anyways, glad you're back and safe. Okay, so I think that clears my list there, Mac. Do you have anything else?
Nope. I'll just be interested to hear what Merch's station sounds like if he's got the nerve to pick up the mic and give a call. But I'm sure at his own time, in his own time, we don't want to put any undue pressure on the lad.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, let me bring up my logbook here and let's see who else is out there would like to check in to the weekly Amateur Radio Exchange Group. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3 CJZ. Who else would like to check in?
A3 VXT, Mercha.
VA3 VXT Mercha. Come on in. I got a good copy on you.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's my new to me Kenwood, and I was going to come on earlier, and I blew a fuse, which surprised me, so I had to run down the Canadian Tire. When I got it there, I got the proper fuse, and I looked at the one that was in there, and it didn't seem to be the right one, but now I'm up and running, and it's okay.
Absolutely. Mercha, nice to meet you. I think we spoke the other night, didn't we? I'm not sure now. I forget, but right on. Well, that's too bad. The fuse blew. Maybe it's an older fuse that was in that and didn't like the startup. Um, and so, yeah, that's another thing. Keep fuses on standby. Geez, I remember when we had the stoves there with this the screw-in fuses. Remember those? You'd go to visit family and pop, oh, blew a fuse, and they'd have all these fuses on the top of the stove. Anyways, you're an S7 to my location here at the Center Mall, Mircha. So I'm not exactly sure where your location is, but I think that's a very good signal.
Yeah, I'm on Stony Creek. Closest intersection would be DeWitt and Barton Street.
Okay, yeah, not far from the Granville Towers, right?
Yep, right around the corner. And yeah, I can hear you great as well. Some of the other folks that were on, I had a hard time. I caught Mac pretty good. But yeah, not bad.
Yeah, well, that's the whole premise of having a simplex net. And so, plus we have an extra uh, helper with the YouTube stream. So people can hear what I can hear on my radio. And so not everyone hears everyone else. And so, and then if we didn't have the YouTube stream, we always rely on relay stations. So, welcome to the weekly AREG net, and we'll be here for a little while. Hope you can stick around, Mircha.
will be around for about another 5 minutes. I have to pick up my wife. She's been in Vermont since last week. So going to be happy to see her. So I'll probably just say goodbye to everyone, and I'll stay on for a couple more minutes. VA3 VXT. Thank you.
Nice S9 signal up on the hill.
All right, S9 signal to max location. All right, Mircha. Well, congratulations on the missus coming home. I know my missus left me to go to Europe once. I forget for how long. It was at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. And man, it was nice to have her back. Someone to bitch and complain at. No, just kidding. So yeah, I mean, we're together every night, sleep in the same bed, and when they leave, it's weird not having that person next to you. Anyways, right on, Mircha, very good, and we'll keep in touch. Don't be shy. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Yeah, great signal from Mircha in Stony Creek there. I know exactly where he is. And so with that, do we have any questions, comments, or any new check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now. All right, Larry says he's back and listening. So with that, let's double check the contests coming. I haven't even looked at them. Contestcalendar.com. Here we go. Oh, geez, there's nothing. So let's hope the conditions are good this weekend, although they're calling for a lot of rain on Saturday. Uh, but there's really nothing more than just a couple of hours at the most. Let's see, they have something called the real-time contest for CW and sideband, and that starts at 1600 Zulu to 2000 Zulu or 2000 Zulu. That's 4 hours on May 24th. So the bands are 10 meters, 15, 20, and 40. That's the real-time contest. And what's the exchange? Oh, a serial number. So you got to tell them that, oh, and your four-character grid. So your 5-9, number one, and, or, yeah, and four-character grid, FN03 for us. Yeah, there are far too many very short contests. A lot of them are just 1 hour. And so I would urge you to go to contestcalendar.com and at the top next to the home button, click on the 8-day calendar. Then you can get a quick look at what's going on. With that, oh geez, what's the date? The 20th. I think there's something coming up at the end of the month if anyone wants to make an announcement or have a question or discuss that and make any of your own announcements, please come now.
Recheck.
All right, recheck. I think that's Ray.
Yep, that's Ray, DACRUA. Just wondering if it's coming in any clearer now.
Actually, no. I think it's a little bit worse. You were close to an S2 before. Now you're struggling to maintain S1.
Okay, going higher didn't help.
Yeah, you know, you could be getting out to other stations better than to me. There could be some blockage in between us that's causing that. So I don't know. Anyone else want to give Ray a radio check?
Still 30 over to me.
Wow, 30 over. What are you guys, neighbors?
Almost.
that far.
5 Darren, V3 VYT.
Oh, VE3 VYT. I sort of stepped on you there, Edward. What was that?
I said he's 5'9" with a handheld there at King and Dundurn.
Ah, there you go. 5-9 at in the west end of Hamilton at King and Dundurn. So yeah, Ray, between us, there's got to be something that's causing some blockage and making your signal bounce instead of making it here. So I wouldn't worry about that. So yeah, just make sure it's secure. I know you've done some adjustments, but make sure you secure it and you should be good.
Wonderful, thank you for the signal report. Yeah, it's not permanently mounted at this point in time. I have to figure out a different mounting bracket.
All right. Yep. I know the struggle. Been there, done that. You'll figure it out. Okay, Ray, thanks for checking back in. And as I said, if you're getting out great to others, then I wouldn't worry about it. Usually the rule of thumb I go by is if the bottom of your antenna can is higher than your house at the very least, then you're doing okay. If you're higher than houses that are nearby that are a bit higher, that's even better. But yeah, if you can clear your roof, it should be good. Okay, so with that, let's bring in Edward. I think he's on a handy talkie, VE3 VYT.
No, I thought Ray was on a handy talkie, but I was wrong, I guess. No, I'm on the big, all-powerful mobile radio pumping out 50 watts at the moment as I'm heading out the Waterdown Road there on the 403. So I'm feeling no pain here with this rig.
Oh yeah, yeah, very good. Yeah, you're an S9 to my location there. Of course, there's some wavering, but yeah, I'm not sure what radio Ray is on there. Are you on a handy talkie, Ray?
No, I'm on a little 20-watt QYT radio. Chinese, but it's pretty good. I can get you guys, most of you guys. I even got Merchant down in Stony Creek there. And he was coming in very clear. So I think it might just be there's something in the way.
Yeah, S1 over here. So I have the same type of situation with someone downtown, uh, or sorry, up maybe towards Mac there, that I can't hear at all. So, that's the joy of simplex.
Well, in the last transmission, I was pretty well at the exit for Waterdown Road on the 403, and he was still full scale on my dial here. So he's doing something right. Glad to meet you there, Ray. It's Edward, V3 VYT.
Thank you for the signal report, Edward. Glad that you guys could hear me. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what that wonderful interference is, and maybe somehow get around it. That'll be fun. Yeah, thank you very much. Nice to meet you too, sir.
All right, very good, Ray. So, listen, from my experience, uh, going up maybe doesn't fix your issue, but moving your antenna 6 inches, a foot, 2 feet, uh, it makes a difference because you're changing the characteristics um, of the antenna when it transmits just by moving it. So up and down, I wouldn't worry about it right now because you're getting out just fine, and I can hear you. It's all that matters, but it's all about, some people want to just want to be better and get better at it and what have you. So, all right, very good, Ray. So back to Edward there. Whereabouts you headed?
trying to drive and eat a muffin and operate the CB radio here. So the driving takes priority. I'm headed home actually, back to the east end of Oakville there by the Ford factory. So I'll probably be listening for about 15 minutes.
Okay, Muffin Man. So we'll let you get back to doing that, and be safe, my friend, and don't get a ticket for distracted muffin driving. All right. So with that, do we have anyone else out there wishing to check into the AREG net, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group? Please come now.
Comment WPG.
Go ahead, WPG.
Yeah, it just reminds me the quick comment you mentioned. Sometimes all it takes is a little bit to move the antenna. Reminds me of when I moved to this new place. You said you could barely hear me with my X30. All I had to do was move it 3 feet to the next rail on the balcony to the left, and you sounded like I was next door. So case in point on that one.
Yep, absolutely. It doesn't take much, and it just changes things. So, very good. Yeah, thanks for that, Chris. All right, anyone else with questions or comments or want to check in? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike, November.
There he is. I was waiting to put your name in the logbook there, Matt, as I saw you on the YouTube stream. And there you are in the log now. Come on in.
Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I had to cut my grass today because it was, getting pretty long. And 7, 8 bags, yard waste bags later, it's all done.
Wow.
Tomorrow is garbage day, so that works out. And Ray, QYT radios. I have 4 of them now. 1 in each car. 5 now. 1 in each car, 1 in the house, 1 in the trailer. And I love them. They're great little radios. And for the price and everything that you get, they're fantastic.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree. I believe I paid under $130 with shipping, and it works wonderfully well. The menu is a little bit to get through with 56.
Hello, Ron from Florida.
But it's
Good
once
evening.
you get used to it, it's pretty good.
What's the weather like?
Yeah, you got that right. And I especially like that feature where you can monitor 4 frequencies at once, and it will automatically jump to whichever frequency is in use. Really like that feature. So anyways, I wanted to throw that in there. Thanks for picking me up, Chuck, and let you carry on with the net, and I will be here for the duration.
He said it.
He sure did. Okay, very good. And 8 bags, eh? Wow. Yeah, just think. They take your grass clippings and they make compost and then sell it back to you in your bags of topsoil that you buy that you made for them. Oh, you helped. Because without the grass clippings, they wouldn't be able to do it. Yes, you did, Matt. You said I'll send it back something up and then Chuck right after. So yeah, I'm gonna try to attempt to do my property here very shortly. I don't like waiting when it's long, so we'll try and see how the back and the legs work, and we'll go from there. Back to you, up, Matt.
I kind of figured that that's what the comment was. That was funny. Yes, thanks for picking me up, Charles. I'm going to say that from now on, or find a new phrase.
Great.
Anyways, I'll let you carry on. VE3SMN, I'll be listening.
My mother called me Charles once. All right, Matt, thanks a bunch. And yeah, it's time to sit back, kick back, and relax. I'd like to welcome Ronnie or Ron W4TRI from Florida. Let's see, whereabouts in Florida? Oh, it doesn't say here. Haven, Florida. I don't think I've been there. Probably near there, because I've been all over Florida. I like Florida. So welcome. With that, you're in the log, Ronnie, or Ron. And let's see, who else is out there would like to check in to the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, AREG. Please come now. All right, that means it's time to do a little bit of trivia. Let's see how everybody's brain is working. And let me pull up the YouTube stream and overlay the trivia here. Just give me a moment. All right. And oh, we also have Wayne just joining us on the YouTube stream. Let me type that in there real quick. VA3FMB in Mississauga. Good evening and welcome, Wayne. All right. Okay, let's start with a food question now. Let's get your palates to start working. What food is known as the stinking rose? What food is known as, quote, the stinking rose?
Let's call it garlic.
Wow, Mac, I've never heard that term before.
It's so good, but for those that are sensitive to it, it can
Yeah.
be an off-putting odor. But for me, if I smell garlic cooking, I immediately start to salivate, right? I need a bib.
Yeah, I remember when Emerald Lagasse used to have a show on TV there, and everybody used to go nuts when he would sprinkle garlic, fresh garlic, on the food. That was his shtick.
Bam.
Yeah, bam. Okay. Next question. In which country can you find the world's longest place name? In which country can you find the world's longest place name?
Probably someplace in Kazakhstan.
Oh, that was pretty scratchy. But I have an answer here, and it is New Zealand. Did you know there was a commando outfit? I don't know if they're still around, but they call them the New Zealand Gurkhas. And they were very famous during, I think, World War I and II. Uh, uh, Special ops kind of guys, commandos. Very, very respected throughout the world, known as some of the top operators. Anyways, let's see the next question. What is the chemical symbol for table salt?
Wait a minute. You got to back up the truck there, Chuck. We want to hear what the name is that's so long.
Oh, it doesn't say. It just says, in which country can you find the world's longest place name? And then the answer is New Zealand. That's the country. Who cares about the name? Google that.
All right. So table salt, sodium. Oh man, brain fart.
Yeah, Wade got that right. It's NACI. Big N, little a, big C, big I. Or is that an L? Is that an L? Okay. It's not. You had the spelling right the first time, Wade. Exactly. That was the how I have it. Okay. This will get you guys thinking. In which country is home to the most languages spoken within its borders? Think about that one. Which country is home to the most languages spoken within its borders? I'm not sure if that's Edward, but I can't hear you. I just heard a quick chirp. That was it.
I think he says Switzerland, but I somehow doubt it. Um, Spoken within its borders, like every language is spoken within Canadian borders.
India.
Yeah, Canada should be in there as an answer. I don't know how old this is. This might have been from last year. They didn't catch up to the 5 million Indians that have invaded our country. The correct answer is Papua New Guinea. They don't say how many languages, they just say the most. Papua New Guinea.
I had to run over from my workbench, but Canada was also going to be my answer as well.
Oh, yeah. I think in Toronto alone, I think they say there's over 150 languages spoken in Toronto. Or was that Ontario? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's a lot. I guess if you Google it, let's see if Canada comes up first or Papua New Guinea. Somebody let me know. All right, so I want to carry on here, keep you guys entertained. And so with that, if someone can check, let me know. Next question. Who voiced the character Shrek in the Shrek films? Who voiced the character Shrek in the Shrek films?
Myers.
Yeah, baby. Mike Myers is correct. Wade also got that right, and Matt, uh, the donkey. Yeah, that was oh God, what's that guy? The donkey was the black guy there. What's his name? All right, Eddie Murphy. That's it, Matt. Thank you very much. All right, let's see if I can get this word right here. Matt can correct me. What archipelago, oh geez, forms the northernmost part of Norway?
That's pretty close, Chuck.
Yay! Here, let me get an applause here. All right. What archipelago forms the northernmost part of Norway? The answer is Svalbard. I think I have them in my logbook. Svalbard.
And it's really an archipelago.
Ah, potato, potato. Thank you, Mac. I don't know. It gets me every time. All right, next question. Which national flag has different designs on the front and back? So basically, which country's national flag has different designs on the front and the back? And that would be a nice little place in South America called Paraguay. I have them in my logbook too. Ah, here's a nice geography question next here. What is the highest capital city in the world? In elevation, what is the highest capital city in the world?
Kathmandu.
Pretty close, but that's in a different continent. Somebody's getting close there. Somewhere in Bolivia. Chugaramang. The correct answer is La Paz, Bolivia. La Paz. Any book readers out there? Let's try this one. What is the name of the famous novel by George Orwell about a dystopian society? What is the name of the famous novel by George Orwell about a dystopian society?
1984, B83 WPG.
Big Brother's watching.
Man, yeah, I wish I read more, because if it don't have pictures, I don't read. That is correct. 1984. Chris got it right there, and Mac, and let's see, Wade. Yeah, see, Larry, he just looks at pictures too. So if it doesn't have, oh, and Noel got that right. Yep, pictures. Oh, here's another one for smart people. Which is the only letter not on the periodic table? I got to get that theme song from, what is it? What the Wheel of Fortune? The countdown there. I got to get that one. All right, somebody got it right. It was Matt. Yes, Matthew, it is the letter J. The letter J is the only letter not on the periodic table. Woo. We're going to give you a big round of applause here. There you go, Matt. Just for you. All right, any artists out there? What is the name of the famous painting by Edvard Munch depicting a figure with a distorted face? Wow, I must have really low latency because before I even finished that question, Wade was typing. Anyone else with an answer? The answer is The Scream. Very good, Wade. What is the name of the musical symbol that indicates pitch? What is the name of the musical symbol that indicates pitch? Oh, that's right. That would be clef. There was actually a music store, I think, in Ottawa growing up that had that symbol. I forget now. Maybe if Guy is listening, he might remember that. Very good. Got that right, Matt. What TV series follows the lives of the Bluth family or the Bluth family? Arrested Development. I never got into that show. What is the primary language spoken in Brazil? Where's Albert? He should have been the first one typing the answer. The answer is Portuguese. That's right. You got it right there, Wade.
Didn't get to my mic on time for that one, but that's my answer.
Yeah, very good, Chris. What is the art form of producing decorative handwriting or lettering with a pen or brush? What is the art form called?
Calligraphy, and it's decorative.
Right, right. Okay, yeah, thanks. That's right, Mac. And you and Wade got that right. Let's see, I'm French, so sometimes I get distracted. All right, what's the term for a baby goat?
Kid.
Kid who?
Kids rock.
That is correcto mundo, Monsignor. Kid is the answer. Let's take a pause here. It's 9:21. Do we have anyone with any questions, comments, or want to check into this net? Please come now. This is VA3CJZ. And Matt says that was his name growing up. Hey, kid, come here. In French, it's garçon, uh, or a slang. All right, let's continue on then. One moment, please. Let's switch things up a bit here. There we go. All right, close enough. Where are we? There we are. All right. What is the name of the Hawaiian dish that typically consists of raw fish marinated in soy sauce? Ooh. I think you'd have to be from Hawaii to know this one. The answer is a poke. The Hawaiian dish typically consists of raw fish marinated in soy sauce. Poke. P-O-K-E.
Okay.
Pokemon. Poke. Potato. Poke. Potato. Poke. Hey, you're full of poke. All right? Okay? Is there someone in the background there?
Just some stuff coming up from Ohio. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Yeah, it broke my squelch. So yeah. All right, thanks, Mac. All right. Which U.S. state has a name that could be typed on one row of a QWERTY keyboard? Which U.S. state? Is everyone looking at their keyboard? The answer is Alaska. Way to go, Wade. Ooh, you'd think I'd know this next one here because I've got all kinds of dragons and tattoos here. What island nation is known as the Land of the Thunder Dragon? And the answer is in Bhutan. That's Bhutan, Bhutan. That's kind of cool. Land of the Thunder Dragon. I like that. All right. What city is built on 14 islands connected by over 50 bridges. What city is built on 14 islands connected by over 50 bridges?
Venice.
You'd have to go. Where would you? How far? Oh, yeah. Not too far away. The answer is Stockholm, Sweden. Didn't know that. 50 bridges. Wow. Yeah, correct answer. Stockholm, Sweden. What is a group of crows called? Yeah, very smart animals too, crows. The answer is a murder. Correct, Wade? I saw a video showing how smart crows are. Very intelligent birds. All right, so we're going to put a pin in it for now. Thank you all so much for participating and having a little bit of fun. Let's type in the date today. What's today? May 20th. There we go. So we'll save that for next time. All right, with that, again, do we have any comments or questions or any check-ins for tonight's net? Please come now.
My comment is that those were some very good questions, especially the one about the longest place in the world, V3 VYT.
Ah, very good, very good. So you're coming in much better now, Wade. Uh, Edward, close. So yeah, whereabouts are you now?
Headed to my couch.
Ah, right, right. Okay. I can never tell because you're always on the go, Edward. You're always on the move.
Yeah, so I'll be Googling that longest place because I just can't believe New Zealand would have the longest place in the world. I got to think of some place in Russia or Kazakhstan or someplace like that with one of those Cyrillic names that goes on forever.
Yeah, ones that you can't pronounce. So yeah. Well, thanks for that, Edward. I do try and pick out the better questions out of the bunch that I have, and some of them are repeats, but what the heck.
And Wade is my twin brother, actually, and that's why you keep mixing us up.
Oh, okay. See, we had a little bit of ESP going there. All right, Edward, very good then. Anyone else with any comments or questions or would like to check into the net? You don't have to be a member of any club. Everyone is welcome. Please come now.
3IMW. How many languages are spoken in Canada?
I don't know, but 152.
470. However, AI on the interweb says that Papua New Guinea has approximately 840 languages spoken.
Oh my God.
Mainly because of the
Dialects.
number of dialects
Yeah.
for their own native tongue.
Yeah, yeah. I guessed that in my mind there. So, uh, yeah, 800, eh? Wow. Right when you said that, I knew right away because there's only like what 200 countries in the world, give or take. I'm not exactly sure there, but yeah. Well, that's like Canada. The only place where people sound different in other than Toronto, is Newfoundland because they speak with that weird, weird accent that no one else does. So, yeah, that would be one. But yeah, thanks for looking that up, Mac, and letting me know.
No worries, but there's dialects in English that nobody really attributes. So while Newfoundland has a very particular twang to it, but you also have to realize that Ottawa Valley residents have their own unique accent of sorts, and also you get into New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Cape Breton. There are also some other subtleties that you would experience. And I'm even sure that French-speaking folks throughout the Quebec region have some subtleties, because that too is a bastardized. I'm sorry, Chuck, but I have to say it. It's a bastardized form of French. So there are localities where things are more slurrous and slangish than they are in other regions. So I'm sure that you're going to also see that out in British Columbia there are some subtleties with the way they speak English, but less perceptible than the Ottawa Valley guys and the Newfoundland folks.
Well, Mac, I agree with everything you said. As I grew up in the Gatineau Valley, and yeah, I agree. Now, remember, those people in British Columbia, they're all from Ontario. So anybody that lives west of uh, Kenora, Ontario, is actually from Ontario. You go out there and you start to know some people, and it's like, oh yeah, I grew up there in Ontario, but as soon as I moved here, I'm never going back. It's beautiful country. Trust me. I wish I would have stayed there. It's great. I have a few friends that live there, so I don't really can't comment really on the dialect you're talking about, but uh, a very, very large population out west is from the east. Anything else there, Mac?
Nope, nope, not at least now. I'm sure something will pop up in my little gray cells.
And don't forget the French dialect speaking people in the North Bay area. Big French community up there.
And Timmins, Cochrane, and places
Yep.
further north. So, yeah, all individuals and very unique.
Yeah, I actually hitchhiked from Hamilton to Winnipeg, so I've been through all those places. I've been bitten by black flies, deer flies, horse flies, cow flies, you name it. I've been bitten by all of them, especially in the Cochrane area. Oh my God. Late June, yeah, it was rough. Oh, and had athlete's foot. Oh, yeah, that was a fun trip, let me tell you. I think it took me like 3, 4 days to get there. And no one picked me up in Sudbury. I had to walk through town. Actually, cops picked me up at night on a dark corner with well, actually there was a one highway light there, and a cop pulls up and starts asking me for ID, and I'm like, yeah, right. And turns out they were police officers, and they escorted me outside the limits. All I did was stick out my thumb. And so they drove me to the outskirts. So I don't have very fond memories of Sudbury.
Have you ever been to Tilsonburg, Chuck? It's Mike, VE3EGE.
Hey, Mike. Yeah, half a century ago, I think. When I was working in the carnival doing the small towns, I worked Tilsonburg. Yes, sir. The one time.
I thought you were going to say your back still aches when you hear that word.
Yeah, that was the start, lifting heavy steel. Uh, so yeah, why did you know? Are you from there?
Well, that's the famous Stompin' Tom Connors song. Tilsonburg, picking tobacco. I thought you would have picked up on that. Stompin' Tom Connors, Canadiana.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that makes sense now. Actually, I had an uncle who harvested, what was it, tobacco and what else? Peat, I think. So very good. Well, sorry, I was a little bit slow on that there, Mike.
You were talking about a Sudbury Saturday night, and you were saying you've been bitten by deer fly, horse fly, house fly, this fly, that fly. I thought you were going to break into a Johnny Cash song or something.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, geez, that was quite the experience, and I could see that being a song that Stompin' Tom or Johnny would do there.
Maybe we can write one. Anyhow, enjoy your show, and I'll be on the side enjoying the rest of the evening. Thanks.
All right, Mike. Before you go, did you have a good long weekend?
I did. Yep. I obeyed the bylaw for fireworks. What was the bylaw?
I think it's 3 days before and 3 days after you can do fireworks.
I'm past that. I did so many fireworks in my life in DeFasco Park. They did fireworks every year there for a 41-year career. So, no, I just took it easy. But it was a good, nice, long weekend. Good weather. I got my tomato plants in. They're really small. Like, I couldn't believe it. I bought them at the garden center, and they're tiny. Hopefully, they do well. But anyhow, yeah, it was a good weekend. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, they just snuck up on me this year. We didn't do any pre-gardening. It's been too cold and wet. Uh, so yeah, I guess everybody was supposed to be gardening this weekend. The May 2-4 weekend is usually the start for putting things in the ground and not worrying about frost. Okay, Mike, thanks again for your check-in, sir. Oh, you're number 18, and I think I have a couple on the YouTube stream that don't have a call sign. So we're doing pretty good tonight. So thanks again for your check-in. And let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check in to the AREG net. Please come now. All right, let's start with on this day, birthdays, deaths, and events that happened on this day, May 20th, throughout history. I've got some pretty cool ones here. I hope you'll enjoy it. So let's start off with, oh, let me shrink that so I can, there we go. All right. So we start with today's famous birthdays. And the first person on my list was born on this day in 1776. Isn't that when the U.S. became a country? Uh, Simon Fraser was born on that day in 1776. Simon Fraser was a Canadian explorer and fur trader. He explored the Fraser River, and that's what it was named after him. And he was born in Mapletown, New York, and died in 1862. Next, with a birthday today, well, James Stewart, born on this day in 1908, or as a lot of people called him, Jimmy Stewart, an American actor. He was in the movie The Philadelphia Story, It's a Wonderful Life, which I watch every year, and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and Vertigo, among many, many other movies. James Stewart was born in Indiana, Pennsylvania. Isn't that weird? The city uh, that he was born in is actually the name of a state. He was born in the city of Indiana in Pennsylvania. Yeah, every time a bell rings, uh, somebody gets their wings. Next, Bill Hewlett was born on this day in 1913. He's an American engineer and businessman, also the co-founder of Hewlett-Packard. Born in Ann Arbor, Michigan. He died in 2001. That's right, the HP, Mr. Bill Hewlett. Next, Stan Mikita was born on this day in 1940. He's a Canadian Hockey Hall of Fame center. Won the Stanley Cup in 61, the Hart Memorial Trophy MVP in 67, 68, 60, or no, okay. That's the next one is 6 times NHL first All-Star team, and he was born in the Slovak Republic. Stan Mikita. Grew up watching him as a kid. Joe Cocker, born on this day, 1944. His real first name is John Cocker. He's an English vocalist. The song With a Little Help from My Friends, Cry Me a River, and You Are So Beautiful. I used to have his albums. Joe Cocker played the flute too. Born in Sheffield, England. He died in 2014. I thought he was still alive. I remember John Belushi did or was it Jim Belushi? I get him confused now. Did an SNL skit singing with Joe Cocker, dressed similarly to him and doing his quirky mannerisms. It was great. If you get a chance, check out that video. Joe Cocker and Belushi. All right, next we've got Dietrich Mateschitz. Mateschitz. Anyways, he was born on this day, 1944. He was an Austrian businessman and founder, owner of Red Bull Racing, FC Red Bull, the soccer team, RB Leipzig, and also the co-creator of Red Bull energy drink. Wow, he was into everything. Of course, he was born in Austria. Cher turns 80 today. 80. Born in 1946, an American Grammy Award-winning singer. I Got You, Babe. And on and on and on. She was born in El Centro, California. Happy birthday. Ron Reagan was born in 1958. He's an American radio host with the Ron Reagan Show, and he's also the son of Ronald and Nancy Reagan, born in L.A., California. And last on my list is Timothy Oliphant, born in 1968. He's an American stage and screen actor. He's in Deadwood, Justified, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and many other movies. He was a bad guy in one of the last Die Hard movies. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii. Timothy Oliphant. Okay, that's it for my list of birthdays. Any questions or comments or check-ins, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Hey, look what we got there. Victor Alpha 3, Mark Hotel Victor. Mark, come on in. Where are you?
Evening, Chuck and everyone on net. Just got home from work, Chuck. Just wanted to give you an RF there. I'm on the way out to take the little man to get my arms stretched.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah, you're barely moving the needle, but you're full quieting. I can hear everything you're saying there on your HT. Well, thanks for checking in, Mark. Have a great walk. Have one for me.
Thank you, Chuck. And thanks for the magic of YouTube. I can review what I missed tonight.
All right, 7-3, Mark. Anyone else out there wishing to check into the net, please come now. Alrighty then, let's carry on with who died on this day in history. On this day, 275. That's right. 275 weeks I've been doing this. All right, who died today in history? Christopher Columbus. Oh, this is a good one. He died on this day, May 20th, in 1506. This is funny. They say he's an Italian or Spanish explorer. Actually, I believe Christopher Columbus had Portuguese roots. Anyways, and navigator who discovered the New World. A little bit more on that. He discovered the New World for Spain and initiated European colonization. He dies around the age of 54 on this day. So everything's vague about Christopher Columbus. He dies around the age of 54. So I looked up Columbus on this date, and I thought I had read somewhere that Columbus did not discover North America. He discovered Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And I asked that question to Google, and here's the answer I got. Christopher Columbus did not discover the Dominican Republic, as the island had been inhabited by indigenous peoples such as the Taino for thousands of years. However, Columbus was the first European to arrive on the island, landing there in December 1492 and claiming it for Spain. And ever since, throughout history, they say that he discovered North America. Actually, isn't that part of the Caribbean? The Dominican Republic? Not sure. Anyways, that's my rant.
Comments?
Yes, sir, Edward. Go ahead. I was waiting for you.
Christopher Columbus got me going there. Yeah, well, there's a wonderful book you might find to read. It's by a guy called Gavin Menzies, and he was a British submarine commander during World War II. And in his retirement, he spent like 20 or 30 years flying around the world proving that China discovered the world in 1421. And amongst the many things that he came up with was that the King of Spain actually got, through his sources, a map made by the Chinese that explained where and how to travel around North and South America. And the story is that Christopher Columbus departed on a secret mission for the King of Spain to prove that the map was valid. And in doing so, he stumbled across those islands that were on the map. So in reality, he was traveling pretty well knowing where he was going, except his crew didn't know that because he was on a secret mission. Anyhow, this book, 1421 by Gavin Menzies, is definitely worth the read. The year China discovered the world.
Ah, that's interesting. Well, we all know that the Vikings were here well before Columbus. I forget what year they say they landed in North America, but there are Viking settlements in Newfoundland there. And now they're saying Oak Island was visited by the Knights Templar and other peoples much earlier than people think. So, anyways, Edward, thank you for that. Much appreciated.
My pleasure. I came across a book by total accident at Value Village one day, and I grabbed it when I saw it because for years I've been asking my Asian friends at work, Chinese friends at work, and it'd be like, okay, for my entire life I've been hearing how the Europeans discovered North America. I'm not sure I'm buying the story, but I'm wondering what, for example, China did as far as the world goes, and there was never any answer that I got from people. Usually they were kind of like dismayed at this question, if I may say so. So This is, to me, was the answer to my dreams. I thought it was an excellent book the guy wrote, and Chinese that discovered North America years before Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, and nobody wants to rewrite the history books, right? Okay, Edward, thanks. That's something I'll try to look up. Okay, so let's carry on. And next person with a birthday is James Dole, nicknamed the Pineapple King, born in 1958. He's an American industrialist who developed the pineapple industry in Hawaii by forming the Hawaiian Pineapple Company. Now it's called the Dole Food Company. James Dole dies at the age of 80 in 1958. Gilda Radner from SNL and SCTV, born on this day, died, sorry. Did I say born for James Dole too? These are all people that died on this day. So Gilda Radner passed away in 1989. She was an American comedian and actress on SNL from 1975 to 1980. And I believe she was in a movie called Haunted Honeymoon and others. She dies of ovarian cancer at the age of 42. Randy Savage died in 2011 on this day. He's an American pro wrestler with several companies, of course, most famously with WWE, and he's a Hall of Famer. And he dies of a heart attack at the age of 58. Randy Savage. Randy Mario Poffo is his real name, better known by his ring name, Macho Man Randy Savage. He was also a rapper and a professional baseball player. I think he blew out his knee or something while playing baseball. A lot of athletes who get injured turn to a different sport that they can handle.
VA3WPG, did you say Macho Randy Savage was a rapper?
Yeah, and so was John Cena. I was surprised to see that too. Savage was an American professional wrestler, rapper, and professional baseball player. Yep, you heard it right.
I could maybe see John Cena, but I couldn't really picture Randy Savage dropping the beats, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Randy Savage. John Cena used to freestyle rap in public. He used to take people on and put them to shame. He was good. John Cena, when he first started out in wrestling, that's what his gig was, rapping. Yeah, very interesting.
I'm just trying to picture Randy Savage doing it. I can't.
Oh, yeah. You got that right. All right. One of the Gibb brothers passed away on this day in 2012. Robin Gibb, an English rock, pop, disco singer, songwriter, and producer for the Bee Gees. Dies from colon and liver cancer at the age of 62. And dying in 2013, the last living member of The Doors, Ray Manzarek, an American musician and keyboardist with The Doors. You might remember the songs Light My Fire and Hello, I Love You, among many others. And The Doors were actually banned from coming back to the Ed Sullivan Show because Ed Sullivan wanted to change the lyrics in one of the songs where it says, Girl, we couldn't get much higher, but he went ahead and sang it the way it was written, and he was banned from then on. I don't think he cared much. And finally, on my list, passing away on this day in 2025, Norm from Cheers, who is George Wendt, an American actor from Cheers. We all knew him as Norm, and he died of a cardiac arrest at the age of 76. That's it for those people. Any check-ins, questions, or comments? Please come now.
VJC.
VA3 NFG.
Holy smokes, I heard two stations there. VA3 VJC. Now, who is that? Oh, that looks like Richard. And I also heard VA3 NFG in there. Stand by, Steve. VA3 VJC. Come on in, Richard.
Oh, well, it's been a while, I know. I found the book and I figured out how to program the stupid radio. You know, it helps if you know what you're doing. Right?
Hey? Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad you figured out how to turn on your radio, Richard. Welcome back. How you been?
Ups and down, mostly down. I'm getting a little bit, well, I'm overweight because I'm a fat body now. But I just can't seem to catch my breath half the time, and I'm seeking to shoot stars all over the place. I gave up doing anything physical at the compass unit. Now I just go there for the cooking, for the psychological repairs, if you want to call them that. Other than that, not too good, but it's my fault if I put the weight on. But anyway, that's neither here nor there or everywhere. But I gave up on the Yaesu. Anybody that buys a Yaesu is an idiot, so I went back to that. I found a Radio Shack 242 on what's it called? Facebook Marketplace, and I'm back into loving 2 meter again.
All right, Richard, I had to turn up the volume there because your voice is kind of low. I hope other people can hear you on the YouTube stream. But I'm so glad you checked in and that you're still kicking anyways. And so I do appreciate you checking in, my friend. Geez, we haven't spoken on the phone in some time there. So yeah, take it easy. Say hi to the missus. All right, Richard. So nice to hear you. I know there's a few others listening that feel the same way. So take care, my friend. We'll have to chit chat there one day. All right. So next, let's bring in Steve, VA3 NFG.
Good evening, Chuck, and to everybody on net here. I was just busy the last hour or so there talking with my sister and my mom. So, but I did check in on the stream earlier, I think when the net started. And, and then I got a phone call after that. But anyway, not much going on here, Chuck. Had the day off today. I dug out a tree and a couple of ferns I dug out. And that's about all I did today. Oh, and I went out and got some wings up, chicken wings there for supper. That was pretty darn good. I enjoy those wings. They're expensive. Well, they've come to about $20. But I mean, what submarine can you buy, or sub sandwich or whatever can you buy that's less than $10? I'm sure there's one somewhere, but I didn't feel like looking or traveling to find that store to save $6-7. Anyway, that's about it there, Chuck. I'll send it back to you. There may be more you can pick up before you go through the 7-3 round. Thanks for doing it, buddy. VA3CJZ, VA3 NFG.
All right, Steve. Thank you for checking in. Yes, I did acknowledge you earlier when you were checked in on the YouTube stream. So I trust you had a decent weekend, and or did you have to work through most of it?
This past weekend I had off, and I also had the Monday off. So that was sweet.
Oh.
3 days that I had off. I went to work for a day, and then I had today off. So, but all that leisure time's over. I am now set to do 5 days in a row, unfortunately. And you know, that's the way it goes, right? You got to pay the piper sometime. Can't be all fun and games.
Yeah, no, you got a good deal, Steve. So right on. I'm glad. All right. Well, thank you so much for your check-in, and make sure when you hug and kiss your mom, tell her the guys, the community there, is wishing her well, and your sister too. Don't forget her. Okay. Is there anyone else out there? Any last-minute check-ins? It is 10:01 p.m. already, but we'll take check-ins if they're coming in. Please come now. All right, so I still have to go through the rest of On This Day Today in History. Do you guys want me to keep going, or shall I start the 7-3 round now?
Recheck the ECLBI.
V3LBI, go ahead.
Okay, if you're going to continue, I'm going to say 7-3 now. I got to take the dog out, so everybody have a good evening, and thanks for doing it again, Chuck. Appreciate it. Well, hope to hear everybody Friday night. The E3LBI clear.
Okay, very good, Larry. So 7-3, take care. And so shall I start the 7-3 round then?
BNW.
Yeah, go ahead, BNW.
BNW, yeah. Mobile at the moment. Just doing a dog search, so I won't be around for the 7-3 round. So I'll just jump in and say 7-3 to everybody now. As usual, have a good night.
Okay, Bill. Very good then. So you were or you are at the top of the list anyways. So we'll start the 7-3 round now, and we'll leave the On This Day for another time. Gosh, the time just flew by tonight. Had a great time. And so with that, Larry both and Larry was number 2, VE3LBI. So take care, Bill, and good luck playing around with all your gear. And have a great rest of the week. You know, I monitor this frequency now and again. So if you want to key up or try out some equipment there, just give me a shout. I wonder if Mike is still around. VE3KMQ. You there, Mike? All right. Next is Wade. Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha.
VA3 CJZ, VA3NCA. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun there, Chuck. Thanks for doing it as usual. One thing someone back said earlier with that, I think he called it the jungle meat of a plant. There's something very similar to people who work in data centers. It's a data center ear. And I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a room, a data center, and I've been with somebody, for, a tour or whatever it is. And I've had to disappear down one aisle or another because the room sounded different. And usually that means some fan has a bearing that's going, and it sounds just not right. And then the other one, the most extreme version of it was we had a power failure one unfortunate day. And the first people on the scene were the McMaster security, and they reported that they looked inside the data center and everything looked fine, sounded fine, there didn't seem to be any problem. And then when we showed up, we immediately knew there was a problem because the room was silent. And if you ever go into a data center, the last thing you want to hear is silence. They aren't quiet. So, yeah, there's a real thing about, getting used to the normal sound of a room And when it's different, people who are there very often will pick up on that. But anyways, very good. Thanks so much for doing it as always there, Chuck, and we will catch you for sure on the next one. VA3CJ's at VA3NCA. Good evening, 7-3.
Okay, very good, Wade. And you know what? I know exactly what you guys are talking about. When I worked in the carnival as ride foreman, um, whatever equipment I was on, I could tell when something would fly off the ride, like a pin or an R clip. And I mean, you're outdoors, there's people talking and shouting and screaming. And so, but you get to know your equipment and the way it runs. And when it makes a peculiar sound, you know something is off. So I get what you're saying. That's very true. Okay, Wade, thank you so much for joining us once again tonight. Have a great rest of the week. 2 more sleeps until Friday. So we'll clear with VA3 NCA and let's go over to Chris, VA3 WPG.
Yeah, VA3 WPG. This is 73 round. I was a little bit. Oh yeah, 10:06. This is 73. I was a little distracted. I'm not on YouTube, but I just made a post in the random section on Discord. Just what I was talking about, the board and the part numbers I need if anyone can beat them locally. And there's also a neat little item. It would be pretty cool to have for POTA. It's an unfolding monitor. I put a video of that up, but yeah, I just finished the post. So everyone, 73, have a good one. We'll catch you around. VA3 WPG.
All right, Chris, good luck with that. Hope you find what you need soon. And thanks for participating and your check-in there, Chris. Have a good one. Let's see if Ray is still around. Victor Alpha 3, Romeo Uniform Alpha. Moving to lucky number 7, VA3 IMW.
Oh man, I always thought it was more skill than luck, but I'll take it either way. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. I'm looking forward to hearing from everybody tomorrow night at 7 p.m. on 446-125. Thanks again, and I'll turn it back to you, 7-3.
Okay, Mac. Thank you so much for making it back in time for the net. And sure glad it was a safe trip. We'll talk to you tomorrow on 446.125 simplex at 7 p.m. Next, Tio. Wonder if Tio in Burlington's still around. VA3 Tango Delta Echo. All right, shout out to everybody who checked in on YouTube. There were quite a few people. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Let's see now. Albert and Barry. We had Chris. We had Noel. Uh, the Dean from Liverpool, and a few others that I keep forgetting now. Guy was there. And so with that, I wonder if Mircha is available. VA3 VXT. This is the final 7-3 round. Are you still there? Moving over to Oakville. Victor Echo 3, Victor Yankee Tango.
Thanks for the wake-up call there. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed your net tonight, and lots of unexpected, very challenging quizzes you had there. Appreciate the effort. Look forward to hearing it again in the near future for many, many more weeks. VE3VYT.
Okay, Edward, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and that gives me you know the I don't know what's the word. It helps me to keep doing as good a job as I can every time. So with that, let's go over to VE3 Sierra Mike November. Matt.
Well, what can I say, Chuck? You nailed it. Another great net. It's a pleasure to be here, even though I was a little bit late. But 7-3 to everyone on the net and on the stream, and hope to catch you next time. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Back to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good. Matt, thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate it, sir. And you have a great rest of the week. Don't be a stranger. And I see Ronnie, W4TRI, is asking for a Discord link. I wonder if Wade is still around to help him out. You there, Wade? How about, is there anyone who can send Ronnie a Discord link? I'll have to get a hold of somebody if not. Okay, sorry, Ronnie. Everybody has checked out once they did their 7-3 round, but I will see what I can do on this end here to get you a link there, Ron. And so with that, who else is left here? Uh, Richard or Mark, or no, that would be Mike. Victor Echo 3, Echo Golf Echo. VE3 EGE. Are you still there? All right, let's go to Mark. VA3 Mike Hotel Victor.
Yep, back home in the shack here, Chuck. Just got in from the dog walk. Sorry I had to work a PM shift tonight, but thanks to the magic of YouTube, I can review. Thanks for doing it, Chuck. 7-3, everybody. Have a good rest of the week. Looking forward to next week. VA3 MHV.
All right, Mark. Have a good rest of the week as well. Thank you so much for checking in. And I see Ron says his email is good on QRZ. Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, who is next here? We've got Richard. VA3 VJC 7-3 round, Richard. All right, VA3 NFG. Steve, are you still there?
Yeah, roger that, Chuck. Good net. I was listening to it in the background there, talking to my mom and my sister. So, yeah, good net as always, and we'll look forward to it in a week from tonight. VA3 CJZ, VA3 NFG, 7-3 Chuck, and 7-3 to all.
All right, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, sir. You too. Take it easy. Have a great rest of the week. It looks like next week we're going to have some nicer weather. Can't wait. All right, so that's the end of my list. Unless there's any last-minute check-ins, please come now. All right, so tonight we had a total of 21 check-ins. And I think there's a couple of people in the YouTube streams that I didn't get a call sign from. So a very good night overall, and time just flew right by. I had a great time. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you all again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3 CJZ Chuck in Hamilton saying so long for now. 7-3 all. Good night, Matt.